Hi everyone, I'm Inane Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode we raided a little camp and we received a mech serum to replace a damaged body part. We did that for Zega and regrew her left leg, and I just kind of actually remembered that Zega lost her left leg in the raid to go get that mech serum. We were actually going to get it for Fluff to replace her right thumb. So it was kind of a waste, but ultimately that's what happened. So let's play. That was quite the segue right there. Last episode, we started to create our little prison here. They'll be done with that momentarily. We need to work on some of our storage areas and finally wall off the entire base. In addition to that, we want to deal with the ideologian issue that we're having here, which is we don't have a dominant ideologian, and that means everybody's unhappy. Essentially, in some way, they're being pulled down because of the ideology that they believe in is not being fulfilled at all. I want to see what what his is. Also, there are a couple of work sites here with 457 steel and 432 steel. So that's 899 steel. Reg is of the Wavian Creed. Of course he is, because everybody's Wavian Creed. I wish there was a way that I could make my own ideology and then try to convert people over to that. But the two most appealing ones that we have right now are Fieltism and Solidarity Cooperative. I don't like the Solidarity Cooperative because it's way too restrictive. But we have three colonists that are in that ideology right now, believe in that ideology right now. Fieltism is kind of the better one. There are some requirements that they want, like they demand age reversal. They approve of body mods. But, so like they demand age reversal, which means everybody needs a biosculpting pod. The Solidarity Cooperative, they don't really demand effort anything here. Let's see. Yeah, it's encouraged, but nothing is demanded. Okay. I think we're going to stick with trying to get to Fieltism, and that means Andra needs to be the one that is the leader. Now, my question that I have is when I go here, I'm clicked on Andra, I go to the ritual spot, and I try to begin a role change. Fieltism is selected in the top right. I change Andra to be the role changer. I hit choose new role, and I can't choose a new role. And I believe that's because the Wavian Creed is the dominant ideologian in this town. So what I'm going to do as an experiment is I'm going to make Andra go live with Reg. She's going to go live with Reg and see if in a town of just two people where one is one religion, one is another, can she become a dominant one? Just curious. This is just temporary. And while we're on the way there, we're going to bring some stuff that he needs, as a matter of fact. We might as well do that. What does Reg need? Reg needs... He has a lot of power, actually. Well, he doesn't have that much power. I wonder if I should make him like another source of power here. So does he do I need to bring components? He has a cooler. Oh, that's right. The cooler was not actually keeping this room cool. It's at 34, 31, 34. It's not keeping up with it. So we will need another cooler. I'll move it. I'll make it right here. And that requires 3 components. So I'm going to try to bring 4 components because I think if there's a failure, he can repair it. Do I even have 4 components? Let's check. She's going to bring a donkey with her for easier travel. There's only 3 components available. That's fine. I think I'm going to bring some steel also as much as I can, because he's going to need steel. For like power conduits and stuff like that, and we actually have plenty right now. Okay, so this is going to be a worthwhile experiment to see if Andra can become dominant in that town. Meanwhile, something we had talked about last episode is that this room, the dining room, has become multi-purpose and really shouldn't be. It should be just for dining quick and that's it. But the recreation should be in another room. And the thought occurred to me that I could just take these 2 bedrooms and move them up to here and make the recreation room right here. It'll be a simple move, and I think there'll be plenty of room. And that'll be that. So let's work on that. Right, that'll settle that. Let's deconstruct this. Okay. What are we researching right now? Advanced fabrication. We're gonna need that. It unlocks a lot of things in this top area, especially the starship basics. Ship structural beam. And all kinds of stuff. Starship reactor. Takes a bunch of uranium, advanced components. We're going to need a lot to build this. And we're actually having a problem here, which is that our freezer is too small. As a matter of fact, it's too small. I have these coolers on 26 degrees. The room is at about 28. So I think they're able to keep up with it. I'm afraid to make it much bigger because I do think that will it'll stress the coolers. Bill is wandering sadly. Why are you wandering sadly? What happened? He's depressed. He's wearing a tainted flak helmet. Well, nobody told you to wear that. I can't make him drop it now because he's in a mental break. Okay, so we're just gonna do some cleanup this episode, but the other thing is I want to I need to pick one thing that I want to do, so I make sure I focus on that. Um, I could open up one of these caskets. Or I could just go get the steel from here. There's still plenty of time to get that steel. Maybe I'll open up one of these caskets. Seems like a good idea. Maybe I should make some armor first. Let's see. Let's see. So, plate armor. Plate armor covers a lot. The torso, neck, left shoulder, left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg. And it protects from sharp by 65%, blunt 32, heat 43. I'm sure it makes them move more slowly. Yeah, it does. Negative 0.8. And what material does it need? Steel is really... I mean, I can make it out of wood. That's kind of crazy. Wood is definitely more plentiful than steel, though. How much? How many of these? It needs 170. I mean, for the fact that, with the fact that it's going to keep them safe, I think I kind of need to make it. And then we have simple helmets that we could make. That protects against sharp, blunt, heat, kind of same thing. And that's only 40 metal. So I think I do need to focus on making some armor once and for all. Martin's going here to help. I wonder why Martin would go here to help with construction. Okay, Zaif. Doing great. Phil's no longer wandering. So drop the tainted helmet that you obviously hate. In fact, I want to change my my apparel policy. I don't want them to be able to... It says right here, allow tainted apparel. No. So why was he wearing it? Okay, whatever. Fine now. Tiffy's learning is at 88%. She's actually doing good. Yeah, I mean, we're getting filled up over here too. This is definitely not the right size rooms. This was supposed to be textiles, and this was just kind of like Is it just for steel? It might be just for steel. I don't know why I did that. I'll probably make this into one room at some point. All right. Prison is up and running. Almost. Andra's going to make her way here, and then we're going to test that out. So in fact, can I build a ritual site? Ritual spot. Where do we want to do rituals? Let's do rituals on the dock. That's where we like to do rituals. Actually, on this dock. Okay, Andra is here now. Begin role change. Choose new role. I still can't make her leader. Here's a question, and I doubt it's accurate or true, but there's buildings here. It says ritual seat is a kneel pillow. Then there's another building, it's called ideogram. And then there's another building which is a torso-sized piece of material sculpted into an artistic form in the human shape. Do I need all three of those buildings for the religion to be something that's able to happen? I don't know. But Andra, while you're here, what are you good at, Andra? Shooting, animals, artistic, and social. So nothing that would really help him out immediately. So I may just send you right back, actually. Cargo pods. What's that? Oh, 5 components and some steel. Okay. I guess she's helping. But I'm gonna send her back home. Because that experiment did not work. Reg, let's get you working on that cooler. Because your food has actually been spoiling. Believe it or not. I guess he's going to have components at some point. Okay, inside. It's not inside. Why is it not inside? Oh, because the cooler, the wall unit is open. So indoors, 91%, 91 Fahrenheit. 77. It's fighting it. It's 26 indoors. It's able to hold on to that. Great. Okay, so now you have frozen food, and you're fine. Zyph is making plate armor, which actually takes a lot of work. So we need to think about that. Zyph, I think, is our best crafter. Is that true? He's got 11. Bill's 12. So I'm wondering why Zyph chose to craft when he could be cooking. Okay, because I made it that if we have 100 meals, he stops cooking. And it'll unpause when we hit 69, which will be very soon. So he's going to do this, and then... Oh, a psychic drone for every male is going to be upset. Okay. I mean, look how much work this is. Okay, well, Phil can control one more mech, and they've proven to be very helpful. What do we want to do? You know, like Martin's sowing crops right now. He's doing it super quick. Do we want another Agrahand? That will help. I mean, they're sowing Devilstrand right now. And remember, this is the other thing we have to remember. We have another mech link. I don't know where it is, but we have another mech link. I don't know where it is. We brought back the corpse of the person, and I'm afraid like something happened. It got decomposed, and we lost the mech link. That's my fear. We have the different graves here. Did anybody get buried that wasn't supposed to? Yeah, I think I'm going to make another Agrahand. Okay, make another subcore encoder. Another Agrahand, and whenever Phil gets to it, he'll get to it. Okay, so what's the goal? I want to get advanced fabrication up and running, which I think is going to necessitate me pushing this room to the left a little bit, but I'm going to wait. That's why I'm not making this one room yet, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to redesign it anyway. The stone block, this little room that I have here for art and stone cutting, I actually think maybe oversized. But again, I'm gonna wait and see how that works out. But we do need to make our way to go get that steel, because that's a lot of steel. How is Daesh doing with taming and training and stuff? Okay, so this dromedary is good. Let's do. We haven't really looked at our animals. Let's look at our animals and see how they're doing. We can train Shah. Oh, let's see. The rhinoceros can be trained to guard and attack. But you actually have to click it to make them do that. So that's something that Daesh is going to do. What is Daesh's skill level? 15. Great. Okay. Oh, wow. The bedroom's already moved. That was very fast. I want to give everybody carpets. It'll make them happier. So what is that under carpet, carpet, carpet? 7 cloth, and there's how many rooms here? 25? Oh, wow. 175 cloth for 1 room of carpet? I only have 1,250 cotton. So maybe I'll just give it to the people that are notoriously always upset. So like Phil. Okay. So their favorite colors, having more than 60% of their apparel in this color makes them slightly happier. But that's just for apparel, so they really don't care about the room. That's fine. Good. I don't want them to. Okay, so carpet takes 7 cloth. It adds 2 beauty. Soft carpet made from fibers dyed a single color. It's welcoming, cozy, and boosts the beauty of the room it's in. It's also quite flammable, and cleaning it is a laborious process. Is this not a good thing? Then there's fine carpet. That's 35 cloth. That adds 4 beauty. Luxurious, ornately patterned carpet made from fibers, dyed a single color. Beautiful to look at, but cleaning it is a labor-intensive process. Not sure it's worth it. This armor is still sitting here. So I'm wondering, Phil's a very good crafter. Doesn't seem like you can prefer what they craft though. And he's defaulting to smelting for steel. Okay. Why is Daesh hauling? You really have nothing better to do? If you have nothing better to do, let's try to figure out something else that you'll do. I mean, really, you have nothing else that you know how to do or want to do. What I can do with this smelter is I can suspend the ability to smelt this stuff so that Phil is forced to work on the flak armor. Making Phil make the Agrahand. Okay, and then I want to see... Oh, so he's going to go put on that tainted... It says right here, wearing black helmet, and it's tainted. Now, that's part of his policy to not wear it. Where is he? Phil? Oh, I never changed it? Oh. Okay, well then that's my fault. They're all gonna like half take off their clothes and come to this room, I bet. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what I just did. Except that everybody's half naked now. Alright, let's go back to apparel policies. Standard outfit, I want them to be able to wear a duster, sash, t-shirt, and pants. Headgear. We want to do a cowboy hat. We already talked about that last episode. Armor, we're not going to do that until we need a new policy. Utility, we don't have jump packs or anything yet, so we can't do that. Noble apparel, there's really nothing for us to wear there. I feel like I'm missing a layer. So pants are the skin layer of the bottom, of course. The legs. There's nothing else for the legs, I don't think. Sash is the middle layer for the torso. T-shirt is the skin layer for the torso. There's jackets. This is the outer layer. But I don't want people to start getting overheated. So I think that's why I picked duster. Yes, that's why I picked duster. And yeah, that would be it. Okay. Now a couple of them should come here and pick up cowboy hats. I guess not. What happened? Oh, we had an explosion. Bluff is beating the fire out. roof collapse. What is he doing? Oh, oh, Reg, you're gonna probably hurt yourself right now. You did. Yep, of course. He's gonna die in 7 hours. Okay, so self-tend. You better not pass out. If you pass out, you're dead. Okay, he's okay. He needs a hospital bed here to heal quickly. Okay. Yeah, a couple people picked up those cowboy hats. Yeah, Phil and Galvin. And Fluff and Martin. And Daesh. Perfect. Okay, so keep building on that stuff. Now, my question is this. Are they all wearing pants? Because some of them seem like they're not. Alright, I guess it'll catch up. Some of them are not wearing dusters. So, like, why is Galvin not wearing a duster? Because it's 48%. Got it. Galvin's making some art. Okay, we're really secure now with food. We're going to expand this 1 row. That's all we're going to do. This little lifter's helping me out. While they read through that, let's try to find that corpse to get that mech link. Again, this game has a way of just kind of like distracting you. I feel like we lost that mech link. Something happened to that corpse and we lost that mech link. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, it's nowhere in here. I don't see it. That's the bionic leg. Anybody need a leg? Nope. $400 work left on this thing. I want Phil to work on that when he wakes up, and he won't. I can't force him to do it. Why not? because Zyph is the worker assigned to it. That's why. I'm going to assign Phil to it. That didn't work. Okay, having a secure food source is obviously incredibly important. We haven't really had that for basically the whole game until an episode or two ago. And I do attribute it to the mechs pulling a lot of that hauling around weight that the colonists were having to do. Marble on the doors, you know that, always. Okay. Do we want to take this opportunity to put sterile floor in the freezer? I think so. I think we'll do that because that's going to help to not drag. That's the only way they go into the kitchen. And if this is a clean room, then it'll stay clean in the kitchen also. I think it's worth it. Even though it's a lot of steel and silver. Okay. Why can't I click that? I want to click the lamp. Okay, it's fine. It's 11 in the morning. Next thing we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to go hit those steel work sites. I feel like Daesh is not actually doing what she's supposed to be doing with these animals. Let's go. Let's take a look real quick because something's wrong with these animals. Handle. It says feed animals, rope animals, slaughter. Why then are you hauling slate blocks, Daesh? The whole reason why we recruited you is to make sure that you actually were taking care of these animals. Let's take a quick look. I think I know. I think I might know why. So when you set their schedule to anything, I think that means they'll do anything on their list. But if you schedule it to work, they're gonna do what their priority is supposed to do. I think that's how that works. So it's 11 o'clock in the morning. She has a recreation hour, but at 2 p.m. she should work. Let's keep an eye on her. It's 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Training rhinoceros. Okay. All right. So I actually did not know that. So it looks like in the gray boxes, when they can do anything they want to do, they'll do anything that's in their list of work. It seems like. I didn't know that. I guess it truly does mean anything they want to do. Now that I know that, I might need to tighten up some people's work schedules here. Yeah, like you get an hour lunch. You don't get 2-hour lunch. What does meditating do? It may make them happier. So maybe I'll change one of their recreation hours to meditation. Maybe right before bed. You want to meditate before bed? Is that what you want to do? We're going to see how that works. Okay, Daesh, what are you doing? You are... Now you're removing floor, so you're working on construction. Did you feed all these animals? No, you did not. Okay, what's happening? What is happening? Why aren't you feeding them? Is it because they don't eat hay? Yes, they do. It's right there. These animals give me a lot of... These colonists give me a lot of trouble. So dromedary, for example, their diet is vegetables, seeds, live plants, meals, processed foods, liquor, and kibble. Doesn't say hay, but maybe that's probably included, I'm sure. Yeah, of course it is. So Daesh, right click. Cannot rope dromedary already in best pen. I don't want you to rope. I want you to take care of feeding them. Seems pretty normal that an animal handler would be somebody that would feed the animals. The other thing is, why are they not going in here and eating themselves? Because they don't open doors, that's why. I don't think I've really figured out how they do this here. That's okay though, they're fine. Alessia started a fight with Fluff. Fluff is going to win. She always does. She has 18 melee, and Alessia has 4. And she knocked out Alessia. quest completed. You have successfully completed the quest, the Massive Construction. So that was... Oh, you know what? That's good to know. That was this big thing right here that if we didn't defend it for 30 days, we would have had to... If it got hurt at all, we would have gotten attacked. So that's good to know. So Phil's meditating. Good. I wanted to see what happens here. How's his mood? He finished meditating. Is meditation a form of recreation? Or of comfort or something? No, it's not. Unless solitary relaxation. Yes. Okay. Oh, it looks like it says lovin'. Okay, we need a goal. Steel. All right, let's do that. We're gonna make one sniper rifle. Missing 8 components. Okay, but I can't click here to make components either, though. Zyf's messing me up. He's starting to do things, and then just walking away. Like, finish your job. What are you doing, Zyf? Yeah, I want Zyf to focus a little more on cooking and crafting. It is interesting, I will say, that as you start to make more mechs, originally I was very against them because they were less efficient. But the more that I get them now, it's like I can almost eliminate all of the hauling and cleaning from them. If I had one more cleaner, I could do that. And then if I was to get more, I could do the same thing with growing. More Agrahans. I will say, though, that if there is a like one of those electrical storms or whatever, it'll probably shut them down, I assume. So I can't rely on them too much. But that would still be okay. Alright, Zyf, I want 8 components. So that means you need to make 5 more. Because we're going to make a sniper rifle, and then we're going to go get that steel. Fluff is making some dusters. Is that what she's doing? No, she's making t-shirts. Looks like we're keeping 6 of everything in stock. That makes sense. In fact, I could probably lower that to 4. Look everywhere. Does that mean including on people? I don't think so. disease. One of your colonists have gotten sick from fibrous mechanites. Ensure you have a medical bed and a doctor. Make sure that they get proper treatment and spend as much time in bed as possible. The following colonists have gotten sick. Reg, by himself. Loner. I'm not sure you can tend yourself on this. Can you? Let's try it. See how this works. So he has a 10 quality of 24. Let's see what happens with this. If anything, we'll send Fluff this way. They're all wearing cowboy hats now. Literally every single one of them. Did it make an aggro hand? Yeah, there's another aggro hand. Here's one, and it's already started. I'm going to reduce how many excess things I have. I'll just do 4 for each thing. I don't need 6. Okay, Zyph. Alessia, why do you have a major break risk? Because Fluff beat you up a little bit there? Phil is working on this sniper rifle. It takes 740 work. 739, 38, 37. This is going to take a while. Let's check on Reg. He's in mild pain. We have a Barkskin Dryad. I think we're going to choose a medicine maker. That seems like a waste, though, to be honest. Yeah, he shouldn't need a medicine maker. He can get herbal medicine. He needs people to protect him. He needs Dryads to protect him. Let's make one Claw. Oh, you know what? I did not know this. So it's all the same. You can't... It's good to know. You can't mix Dryads. Dryad cast types. So I'm going to keep them all Barkskin then. That's fine. You know, actually, I'm going to change them to Claw, because he needs the offense. All good. Good to know. How you doing, Phil? 660 left. Wow, the sniper rifle is crazy. Okay, so we made the kitchen a little bit bigger, right? So how do we make the shelving more efficient? Do we do something like this? Can they reach that corner one if I do that? I think we'll try it over here because that's how I want to ultimately redo the shelving. Gotta check on Reg because if he starts to go bad, we're gonna have a problem. And he's not in a medical bed. I feel like I'm risking something here with him by not addressing him. I mean, of all the buildings, the prison's actually looking pretty good. This takes a lot of power, though. I'm going to put a power switch right there. Can I do that? It can't be in a wall, huh? Can't be in a wall. This is power to the prison. That switch right there. Because each of these is 30. That's 210 watts right now. And nobody's even in there. Martin is training the rhino. It's time for that. Surprised. Yeah, I mean, everything is sewn. Huh. Okay, Reg. I'm removing all these roofs because I don't want anything to cave in on him. Oh, Fluff was just playing the piano. I missed it. I could change the color of the lights if I research the right thing. Andra is on a fire starting spree. Why, Andra? What happened? On the hay, really? The hay. Who's closest? Alessia's going? Thank you, Alessia, even though you're annoyed and upset. It's raining, so that helps us out. It should go out by itself. Still 400 work left on that rifle, and that's probably got to be really helping your crafting. Yeah, you're almost at level 13. Why is Reg naked? He's just wearing pants, okay. Yeah, I was wondering that. I was wondering why they were hitched. It says wandering, but it says roped to spot, and I'm not sure why they did that. One of them was roaming away, so I don't know if that's something that triggered that. I didn't tell him to do that. 361 work left on that sniper rifle. And then we're going. I hate the way this bedroom looks. We'll see how that bedroom looks. I think what we're going to do is right after this sniper rifle is done, we're going to go get this. We're going to go and make a little trip to get this steel. And then we may want to go sell some stuff. Okay, so that worked. Where if you put a shelf in the corner, they can stack on it. Which means I want to duplicate this one right here. Also right there. I want to duplicate this little shelf right there and there. Nope, get rid of that one. Actually, reinstall that one there, the little guy there. This is another duplicate. And just organize things a little bit. We're able to fit a lot more in here now. Once they finish. Phil, how's the rifle going? 316, where are you? Don't train the hair. Work on the machining table. Zyph, why can't I get you to work on this flak thing? Quick health check on Reg. He can be tended in 2 hours. We're going to make sure that he does that. I should change his work, his schedule, to include meditation. That will give him a little more recreation. Tend quality was 0 because he's so bad at it. That might get us in trouble. Come on, Phil. 150 left. 125. Quest active mech cluster with a toxic spewer. What is that? A mechanoid cluster has landed not far from Hope. There's a toxic spewer machine there blanketing the whole region in poison. And there's a mech cluster. The mech cluster will remain until you send a team there to attack and destroy it. Oh no. So it's going to cover this whole area with pollution. I have to get that. All right, that'll be our first stop after the sniper rifle's done. Wait, what's happening? It's happening now? It's killing a nearby toxic spewer is blanketing this whole region with poison. All those little beeps are my crops dying from poison. We gotta go now. $60, $50, $40 for sniper rifle, $30, $10. Good. Fluff, equip the sniper rifle. Feels good on that. Martin. Andra, let's get you your submachine gun that we couldn't find last time. Galvin's good there. Phil has a machine pistol. Daesh, Alessia needs pump shotgun seems good. Okay. Okay, we gotta go, guys. Okay. I had an idea. I don't want to forget it, so I'm going to say it out loud. The stuff that's in this room that's less than 50% that needs to be smelted and destroyed, I need to put it closer to the smelter. Let the lifters do their job instead of people having to come here and smelt it. Have to go here, grab it. Let's get going. It's very close. I don't know what to expect, though. We're going to bring Fluff. We're going to bring Martin, Zyph, Andra, Galvin. And I think we'll take Alessia also. 6 people. Any items? No, just some medicine. Okay, we're taking medicine. We're good. We have food. Go. Here they go. Yeah, some stuff is dying. All those beeps are things dying from poison. How's Reg doing? He's okay. This room's kind of undersized, but I'm not going to complain about it. Caravan arrived at Toxic Spewer. There is a cluster of hostile mechanoids and their combat support structures in this area. The cluster... Oh, wow. The cluster can include artillery, turrets, combat mechanoids, and other support and defensive structures. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Where's Fluff? What's her range with her sniper rifle? So there's an Auto Inferno turret. What does that mean? A self-powered turret mounted with an Inferno cannon. It cannot sense targets at very short ranges. Why would it not be able to sense them at short ranges? An auto-charge turret. A self-powered turret mounted with a charge blaster cannot sense targets at very short ranges. So you mean it's better to go in with melee? Is that what you're saying? Well, either way, I want to see what Fluff's range is. Because that's their range right there. Her range is probably going to be the same. Her range is the exact same as theirs. Huh. What is that little pulse that I'm seeing? Oh, that must be the turret there. A mech high shield intercepts aerial projectiles. Oh no. Okay, wait a second. How am I supposed to do this? I mean, the first thought that occurs to me is to mine through this area. But I don't know what very short range means. Oh boy. Maybe I'll approach from this side. I think that's what I'll try to do. See how that works. It's poisoning everything. Yeah, let's approach from this direction, see what happens. It's dormant. Okay. Weird. Doesn't seem like I should be able to do this right now. Now my guess is that in these doors, right in here is going to be monsters or mechs. So right before it breaks, I'm going to just pull one person out. Or two people out. Toxic Spewer. So wait, can we destroy it without actually engaging these things? Now, when I hit it, are these things going to wake up? Let's see. She hit it. And they're not waking up. Okay, let's go to plan B. Is it going to blow up? I wouldn't put it past it. So let's move up a little bit. It's at 34%. Okay, the toxic spewer was destroyed. There's a component, some steel, and plasteel. Now, Do we want to mess with these turrets at all? I think the answer is going to be no. However, it says their minimum range is 4. Is there a place where there's... Yeah, like, if I go right here, these two will not be able to attack. If I go right here. But there's no place that's safe from all of them. I'd like to maybe try to get them. Is that dumb? That's probably dumb, right? I should just walk away. Alright, is there anything else here to look at real quick? We should destroy all this stuff. Is that steel? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to maybe do something here. Let me just see. What is the damage they do? 15? And how much health do they have? 180? That's not a lot. The smartest way is to go in here. Okay. Let me poke my head out here and see if anything attacks me. No. Okay. These two I can attack without any problem. If I shoot this thing, it may blow up and then help to damage these, so... I know I'm probably overthinking this, as I do. Let's see, if I do that, can you attack this and not get killed? Okay, have they all woken up is the question. Let's see what happens here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Should have walked away, huh? Okay, that blow up. That was easy. Oh no, it wasn't. It's still 52%. What are you doing? Oh. Andre, I told you to move. Use this building, and let's see what happened here. Andra died. Wait, how did they die? Andra died. Andra's dead. From what? The charge turret. Ah. Well, there's something with the stats here that's not... It's deceiving with how much damage they do. That is definitely not how much damage that did. Okay, well, Andra is dead. Let us look at our other people and see who else is hurt. Martin is okay. Bluff, Galvin, Alessia. Ugh. I'm trying to see if I can attack this little turret here. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. It seemed to make a noise. Is it attacking? Get back, Fluff. Oh, it has really bad aim. Okay. It has bad aim when it's far away. Oh, jeez. This trip was not worth it. Well, I guess it was. I had to kill that toxic pump. I had to. I didn't have any choice. Uh-oh. Fluff, you went the exact wrong way that I said to go. Would you get out of here? Get out of here. Hi. Alright, I think we're just gonna leave. Alright, Andra. Fun while it lasted. Let's get out of here. Oh, I can't reform the caravan because there's still threats. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna get our fastest person then. We gotta do this quickly because they're all kind of hurt a little bit. Who's the fastest? Looks like Galvin's the fastest. Galvin, I need you to run some distraction so that Fluff can do her thing. She needs to get behind that tree. Galvin, I want you to shoot. I want you to get the attention of this thing. Okay. Where's the next defensive point? Probably right here. Let's go, Fluff. Take care of this thing. Ah, you missed. Get back, get back, get back. You get one more shot, Fluff. There you go. Oh boy. Okay. We're out of here. We lost Andra. We have to take her body back. We have to give her proper burial. I don't care about her submachine gun because it was bio-coded. I can't even sell it. So who cares? Raw steel, the components. Okay, there we go. Well, Phil, I have some bad news. Yeah, he already knows. My wife, Andra, died. My wife is dead. I am alone. So, what I could have done different there, initially, I thought I could just walk away. You know, I killed the toxic pump and that was that. But you can't. You can't reform the caravan while there's a threat on the map, so I had to kill them. And what seemed to make the most sense at the time was to get that one little shotgun thing, because that was not in the line of sight of anything else. But the stats must have been wrong, because it said it only does 15 damage. It definitely didn't do 15 damage. I just noticed that this says settle. So that's why it hasn't been renamed, is because it's not technically another town. Well, I mean, all in all, Andra was valuable, but she wasn't that valuable. She was the fielder. Yeah, she was a fielder that I had wanted. But that's what happens. Let's build a grave. And where is where's Andra? Where's her corpse? Let's bury her. All right, rest in peace, Andra. All right, well, that has told me, well, a couple things. First, that sniper rifle's really good. I mean, it did really well. It takes a lot of components, a lot of steel, and a lot of time to make, but it really, from far away, the accuracy is 97%, and with a really good shooter, that really helps. She was hitting almost every single shot. So I want to check to see how many sniper rifles I really need based on the people that I have. You know, Zyph has a, let's see. So the sniper rifle does 25 damage, and it has 5.8 shot time. Zyph's thing that he has, the Nerve Spiker, 16 damage, and it's like a 3.2. So I don't know what the DPS is there. That's 16 divided by, actually it's 3.1. So that's 5.16 damage. I used a calculator for that. I definitely didn't do that in my head. Then for the sniper rifle, it's 25 divided by 5.8, which is less than the Nerve Spiker. So, okay, we don't need one for Zyph. The advantage with the sniper rifle, though, is that it has such a long range. I'm gonna make one for Zyph also. Anybody that's a good shot. Maybe I'll give one to Galvin also. So I need 2 more sniper rifles. Okay, plus. And then we need I'm not sure what's better, an assault rifle or an SMG. Maybe I'll have to think about that one a little bit. Probably assault rifles. It does 11 damage and is 2.8, 2.7. It's pretty good accuracy all around too. All right, let's get serious about armor. Plate armor. So Andra dying and then Rice dying. It just tells me I'm not. I just don't have the right equipment. Reg, have you? You should be healing yourself. You're in intense pain. Ambrosia binge. Phil is binging on Ambrosia. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was my wife, Andra, died. Okay. Okay, well, that's a really big plus. Advanced fabrication. Fabricate advanced components from standard components and other materials. Does that mean in this I could make an advanced component? What do I need? Need 20 steel, 10 plus steel, 3 gold, and 1 component. So really it's a 1-for-1. My biggest issue is that I don't know how to craft plasteel. It must be a tech thing. Or I might find it when I go out. So I think what I do, here's my goal. Here's my goal. We need a raiding party. We need a raiding party that is able to be fully armored, has weapons, has supplies, is able to go off, kill some mechanoids, raid some people, do whatever they gotta do, and start getting some plasteel. Because I can't craft plasteel directly. Alright, what do we want to research next? We're not going to do any spaceship stuff because we can't actually do it yet. Charge rifle seems good, huh? 50 plasteel though. Hmm. 15 damage. We can shoot pretty quickly. I think we're going to stay with the assault rifle. I want to make a transport pod. I can't. I guess I have to make biofuel refinery. All right. We need to work on getting that vaporizer also for this toxic waste packs. Reg, are you dead? What's going on? Intense pain. Seems to be handling it okay. All right, Eric. I know that we only can get Nutramine from you, so let's get that. What do I want to sell to you? Let's just check real quick. Chem fuel, I don't have a use for it right now. I'm selling it all. What's all this down here? Okay. Oh yeah, I want to definitely sell all of this. This is what I've been waiting for. Dining table, dining chair, steel tables. Oh, okay. So who made this piece of art? Zega's culture. On this carving is a depiction of Zega crawling across sun-baked dirt with cracked, dry lips. A blazing sun looms in the background. If you squint your eyes, the static composition of the image reveals the outline of three imps. The work conveys the emotions of distance. This representation refers to Zega overheating on the 9th of August, 5503. And the person who made this is Andra, so we cannot sell this. We're not selling that. This one was made by Galvin. A torso-sized piece of material sculpted into an artistic form. On this piece is an image of Tiffy, crawling across sun-baked dirt and covered in sweat. 6 desiccated stink bug corpses surround the area. This portrayal relates to Tiffy getting heat stroke. Okay, well, we're selling that one. We could sell some cowboy hats too. For a good amount of money, actually. Could sell some dye. No, I don't want to. I want to do the other way around. I'm going to sell the leather, the fur, all that stuff. I don't need that at all. I mean, we have a ton of corn. I don't think I should sell that, though. You know what? I have plenty of food. I shouldn't say that. Hops. Can I sell hops? I've been wanting to sell hops to somebody. Nobody wants it. Why doesn't anybody want hops? The reason I'm doing all this is because I want to try to buy some more components from them. It's just it takes a while to build them, to make them. Do I want to buy an advanced component? Nah, I'm okay with about not doing that. But we'll buy their components. Okay. So Fluff is actually happy that Andra died. Says, my rival Andra died, serves them right, at least there's some justice in this world. Why would she say that? Is anybody else happy that she died? No, Zyfe is upset. My friend Andra died. Such a wonderful person gone forever. The universe gets darker every day. Zega is happy that Andra died. Phil is not happy. It was his wife. Galvin's happy. My rival died. Okay, well. Okay. Fluff is crafting some cowboy hats. I mean, we have a real convention here. This guy's name is Fugly. His name is Ilya Fugly Salinas of the Free Path. Okay, what is well, it's a different set of things that we can buy. Aha, a female donkey. We're missing one of those. So how about we buy a female, sell one of the males. Let's see. Okay. Have anything else here? Anything else that I desperately want? Personal shielding? I don't know what this means. It's a book, actually, so never mind. We have a ton of corn. What do I want to buy from them? I actually can buy quite a bit. I'm going to sell all the corn. Let's just go for it. What do we want to buy? See that one hat she just made? Is $22. I wonder how much cloth it takes. 25. So it's better to keep it as regular cloth unless it's good. I think she only did it's maybe only good and that's why. No, it's poor. So as she gets better, it'll be a better cloth conversion rate where the crafted item will be better than the cloth by itself. That makes sense. They really don't have anything else for me to buy. So I'll just buy some more components. Okay. Well, we lost Andra, but we made some good trades. Quite a few people were actually happy with her leaving. So I think next episode we're going to work on actually converting people over to the ideology that we want and attacking those 2 bases that are nearby. But that's going to be it for this episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.